Today I'm going to talk about a study that I have done in chemistry concerning a very controversial topic, low carb, high fat diet. Basically, if you haven't heard about it, it's about, as you can figure out from the name, a diet where you avoid eating carbs, carbohydrates, and eat a lot of fats. I will show you a graph to simplify. You eat a lot of proteins, vegetables, fruits. In this study that I have conducted, the aim was to figure out how it affects people, and also to figure out how reliable different internet-based sources are in this case concerning this topic. I will look at three different web pages, and then I'll decide how reliable they are. The method I used to conduct this study was a desk research. The result I got was that this diet, low carb, high fat, that can be very, very harmful for a person using it. That is because in this fats there are a lot of it leads to a high cholesterol, and that cholesterol increases the risk of heart disease, heart attacks, and it's a lot of disease that come with high cholesterol. And researchers at Harvard University have, after 26 years of study, they have concluded that that you're more likely to have a heart attack. They say by using low carb, high fat diet, you are 25% likely to die early. And furthermore, you are more likely to risk cancer. So basically, the conclusion that I have come to in my presentation, in my study, is basically it is harmful. And I used a couple of sources, I looked them up, and according to them, it wasn't always harmful. They were for it, and they didn't always use and tell about the negative effects about this diet. And if they did not mention how extremely harmful it was. But they did mention it, however. One interesting website that I found, and which was very for this diet, it's basically a doctor who specializes in medicine, and she believes in this low carb, high fat. But however, on her blog, I didn't think it was a reliable source, because she didn't always mention the bad effects of this diet, and she doesn't always have different aspects, and that's not always good. She should tell about how it affects and why you should avoid this low carb, high fat diet, but she does not mention it. And on top of it, she uses personal pronouns. She uses own experience and how it have affected her, and that is not a reliable source or action. Another website I found was a professor in Chalmers. He had done a research based on Harvard's research, and this source is very reliable because he have picked the main and information that is important, that is reliable, and because he's a professor and he mm, knows the subject and topic, and furthermore he hasn't used any personal information, personal pronouns, and that makes this material very reliable, and in my case it's very useful as well.